very wonderful time to be putting on your tefillin this time of year. There's so many important themes and beautiful themes. I'd like to share with you actually something from the Parsha today that I think is applicable to everyone, but certainly to people that are starting to put on their tefillin. This week's Parsha, we of course have the dinim of kashrus. It's not only important what comes out of your mouth, it becomes important what goes into your mouth. All the senses that we have, things come into them, but things don't generally come out. Like our ears, things come in, our eyes, things come in, we see things, but things don't go out of there. The mouth is one area that things come in, and also things come out. That's why it's such a choshev part of our body, our mouth. But the pasuk says as follows. It says, "Al tishaksu es nafshoseichem b'chol hasheretz hasheretz." Do not make an abomination. Don't make it disgusting your soul by eating these shrutzim, these crawly, creepy things. Lo sidamu b'hem. Do not become tamei from them. Beneath mason bam, and become tamei from them. The Gemara says that don't read it beneath mason, elo nitamtem. You shouldn't have timtum. You shouldn't change your insides by them. And they bring from here that there is something called, when people eat the wrong things, called timtum alev. It's something that offsets the heart. It makes the heart not the same as it was before. Where eating kashrus doesn't just affect, not a strong person doesn't eat kosher. It doesn't just affect, okay, they didn't do a mitzvah today. But actually it makes a difference in their neshama. It makes a difference how they look at things and how things are perceived and how our connection is to Hashem. So the person should have timtum alev. Chofetz Chaim brings the following. It says there was a man that had a spice store. In the spice store, of course, every day he came out of there smelling like a rose, if you'll excuse the expression. Beautiful. He smelled so beautiful because of the delicious, different type of salmon that were in this store. And he once walked into a tanning factory. The tanning factory is where they take the hides of animals and they work them to make them into leather. Now, that is known to smell horrendous. It smells so bad. People work there. And this person that took care of these Basamim, that had a Basamim store, he walked into this tannery. This Borsky, as it's called in Hebrew. He went in there and he was regurgitating, gagging. He almost threw up there. He ran out of there, couldn't take the smell. Kachavet, as the Chofetz Chaim says, that this person, his spice business went down and he had to find another line of parnasa. So he became a Borsky. He became a tanner. The first day he went in there, it was like, couldn't take it. The second day, wasn't so bad. Within a few days, in a week, it was like he was born there. Nothing bothered him. Didn't smell anything. Didn't bother him. Nothing. He became like a very regular tanner. Once had a friend whose father was a soldier in World War II, and he told me the following. He came from from home. He's in the army. He went to the army and he said he would, the first time, there's no kosher food in the army. The first time he made sure he didn't eat anything. At one time, he was so starving, he ate a piece of drink meat. He ate a piece of meat and he couldn't get it down. He went to the garbage can and he threw it up. Couldn't take it. Because, however, over the next few months, never. He got used to it. Got used to it and he started eating non-kosher meat. Baruch Hashem, he came out. But he said, the first time, couldn't get it down. So after that, he got used to it. That's what timtum alev does. It makes us unsensitive to those things which are really important to our neshama, which is connected to Hashem, become very unsensitive. That's what the Chofetz Chaim says. When we eat the sheretz, you could smell like your neshama is so pure. It smells so beautiful. But if we go to places like a Borsky, we go to a tannery. I'm not talking about a real tannery. I'm talking about if our ears hear things that they shouldn't hear. The first time we'll be shocked. Second time, oh, that was bad. The third time, The fourth time, let me hear more. Goes by our eyes too, the same things. First time we see something, we may be shocked by it. And as we get used to it, Chas v'shalom to change our mind. And certainly, achas kama v'kama, by what goes into our mouth. The kashrus that comes in and out can literally change our neshama. And that's why, David and Akiva, that's why we're very, very careful about all our senses and everything goes into us. So when you put on your tefillin, it's actually like it's a booster. It's a booster to all your guf, to all your body and all your neshama. Because every day, the first thing you do in the morning, come to davening. You daven, you put on your tefillin. And your tefillin is that which connects you to the Ribbon Shalom. It's that special mitzvah that every morning attaches you up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Sometimes, and it's like a booster every morning. Because not all during the day do we all, during the day we live life. And during the day, it's not always so easy. Sometimes we hear things, sometimes we see things, sometimes we are not careful about what comes in or out of our mouth. So therefore, we have, Baruch Hashem, this mitzvah every day of tefillin. If you take it seriously, it'll be a chizuk for you, and it's the type of mitzvah that can lift you, and keep you connected with the Ribbon Shalom, certainly in easy times and even in hard times. So, Baruch Hashem, we have two wonderful Bnei Aliyah, David and Akiva, who take the Yiddishkeit seriously. Take your Yiddishkeit seriously. You don't take it for granted. Like, okay, yes, just be. Take your Yiddishkeit seriously. It's something that, as you put on your tefillin, you have now a beautiful connection, another connection with the Ribbon Shalom. Hashem, your families raised you up to care about Yiddishkeit, care about other people, both families. Actually, that's all they do for a living, is help other people. They help other people in very fusa nefesh or fusa guf, help them all sorts of ways. And you, both Akiva and David, are continuing Baruch Hashem in that way. Because Baruch should give you kochos, should continue growing, shagging, continue becoming the great people that you could become, the Bnei Torah you could become. In that way, you bring nachas not only to your family, to Klal Yisrael, but most of all, by using all those kochos, using all your senses, and connecting with the Ribbon Shalom, you ultimately bring a lot of nachas to Ribbon Shalom.